Okay, ready? Yo, you are watching Real Naked Chat. We are back again in your computers or phones or tablets or wherever else you might be watching.
In your minds.
Yeah, yeah, I like it. So we are talking the Ultimate Fighter, the Smashes, UK versus Australia, episode 11. Let's just get straight into this one.
Yeah.
So half the show, or maybe about 2/3 of the show, I think, was Australia talking about who's going to corner who in their fight.
And how many words per minute do you want me to use? Like, if you're in a guillotine, should I not say anything there?
Yeah.
Or only for the rear naked? It was at that level of detail.
It was the most ridiculous over-analysis of an unnecessary... Because last week we had UK guy versus
exact
UK
same situation.
Wasn't even mentioned, was it? Well, I think Ross was like, just steering up with mum. And that was it. And then it was...
We'll help you and we'll help you.
Yeah.
Whereas George's a slightly more negative approach is fuck you and fuck you. Sorry, I was trying to do the fair thing, but
just the way it is.
Definitely fuck you and fuck you.
Yeah, let me just make that particularly clear. So at great length we found out we had an Aussie fighting an Aussie, Xavier versus Robert.
Yeah. You said it, I think that they are the two most interesting Australians out of that team. If it was anyone else, we wouldn't give a fuck about it.
I really wouldn't give a shit about this fight, but Robert looked very good in his first fight, very cocky, very anti-UK.
I think of all the people, he's the one who said POMs every week without fail.
Yeah.
He's the only one. The others are let it go sort of thing.
Almost every segment he's talking in, I think he manages to squeeze it in somehow, or he just crowbars it in.
He's the only one though, the others have let it go.
Yeah, first couple of weeks they were all saying it. Then they kind of got to know each other, dropped off.
Like the way Xavier was like mental over Australia week one, and now he's just normal guy.
He's chilled out. There's a bit more mutual respect, except from Robert. Yeah. So obviously there's the attraction of hoping he might get knocked out.
Yeah.
Versus Xavier, who
second chance. That's always
second chance. Yeah. Seems a relatively interesting guy. He was talking about his life as a secret service policeman.
Most intense storyteller ever.
Yeah.
Like, they just started out a bit of harmless fun.
Yeah.
By the end of it, he's like,
Yeah, so he's like, I
don't come out with burn 'em out,
Yeah. I used to be in the special services. Oh yeah. Tell us about that then, mate. And then like you say, it just turned into like
the most horrific
tales of people getting set on fire and fucking families getting massacred. I was like, oh, okay, kind of. Brought the tone down a little bit there.
Xavier Lucas mentioned, I wanted to be a MMA world champion, and I've been that, a two-time.
Nice.
I want to know, in what organisation is Xavier Lucas a two-time world MMA champion?
It's funny you should mention that, because I have actually printed off his career fight record as a professional, and absolutely no mention.
I just want the name of the fighting organisation. That will tell me everything I need to know.
Well, we've got... his early few fights seem to be in Shuto, Australia.
Okay.
Shuto, Australia doesn't really suggest world champion, does it, if it's just in Australia?
Nowhere near, in fact.
No, and then he's also had a few fights in CFC, Cage Fighting Championships.
Like, Australia's
presume that's... Yeah, is that Aussie's top?
I don't know, but I was about to say Australia's best fighter has got nowhere near to being a world champion, so...
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what he's talking about, to be honest. Okay. He might have just made that up, or...
Xavier Lucas, get in touch.
That's what I think of his record. He talks a good game, I think, is the point we're trying to prove there. Yeah. He talks a good game, he bigs himself up well, he's quite convincing. But I suppose we'll get to how it actually went for him in a minute.
I've got in here the Team UK Bath. It's so normal now, that doesn't even like, with the Australians, anything they do is being stretched out to make a point of like, here's Team Oz.
Oh, here's like something. Team Oz is like, something happened.
Yeah, and here's the full presentation of it.
Yeah.
Like everything from the cornering discussion to charades.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Team UK is kind of the opposite. Shit's just organically happening all the time. Where, I imagine they're trying to squeeze it all in.
I did enjoy the game of charades though, because...
So, was there a point about the Team UK Bath, or you just...
No, that was it. I just wrote Team UK Bath, and just the fact that that's actually quite a silly thing to do. Like, if Team Australia had done it, it would have been a massissive deal.
Oh, if they were jumping in a bath.
Yeah, but they just quickly showed it, having them pissing about a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, right, I see. Yeah.
But yeah, in charades, all of Xavier's clues were the same thing. Every time you saw him, he looked like he was doing the same thing, which was just shooting stuff.
I don't think he quite understood how to play the game
of course,
as well.
Yeah.
I think he, rather than like spell out each part of each word and act it out, he was acting out scenes from the film.
I'm just going to do the whole film, yeah?
Yeah, in one go.
Start at the beginning of the film.
Yeah. Which seemed amusing enough. I don't know that whole segment went on quite a long time. Again, like you say, they're trying to. Oh my god, it's something remotely interesting. Quick, fucking.
I would like to see charade maybe selected as the coach's challenge next year.
Or Scrabble. Can you imagine Scrabble? Who are they doing it to though? Who's doing the guessing to your own team?
Yeah, your own. So George would be doing his charades to his team, and they've got to guess as many.
Well, what about win, lose or draw? And Dana White's the guy. He's the guy at the board.
Right, okay.
Giving them the clues. Yeah. Do you see it? Yeah. Okay.
It's going to get to that stage though when they run out of events.
It's going to get just outrageous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see more video gaming actually. Have you even done that yet?
No, I don't think they have. That's a perfect one to do.
Yeah, because they can promote their own game as well. But oh well. Dana, if you're watching, write that one down. So yeah, what else did we have going on? We had Fox Piss.
Right, we've got this whole little subplot going on. Which has spread over 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah, as if there weren't so many interesting things going on in the camp of Team Oz. We've also got a running subplot of
the fighter who lost is now gaining weight.
Yeah,
is the headline here. Fighter lost, gaining weight.
Yeah. And that's about it, really.
Yeah, let's not say any more.
He had a bet that if he was overweight at any given point, he would have his eyebrows shaved off.
And then it got shaved off.
Yeah, our review of that is that it happened.
Yeah.
And
I much preferred Fox Team UK's little prank they did on Norman, where they tied him to a stool without him even knowing.
That was amazing. How did he fall for that?
I don't know. It's like they just saw like one
loop was hanging out,
and that was enough. That's it, just to feed it through without him knowing.
And that was it. The rest is easy. You just tied.
And then the fucking rugby guys coming in,
shaking hands,
he's sitting down like, I can't get up. Hello,
yeah. Sorry, they've tied me to the chair.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. And these rugby guys was a bit of an interesting moment in the show as well, because first of all, I loved the fact that none of Team UK knew who the fuck they were, because I
no
didn't
idea.
either. They were sold as Aussie legends, so no disrespect, but no idea who they were.
Someone will tell us. Our kind listeners, all 15 of them.
Yes,
will be rushing to the comments board.
But, once again, we reckon that's another great tactical move by Dean Amasinga.
Oh yeah, he's a genius.
He's brought them in.
Yeah, of course. Because think about it, they don't know who the fuck these Australians are. So what is the point of bringing them in other than to just wind up Team Australia?
Yeah, he probably worship these guys, or like, oh my god. Because at the end, didn't one of them come in and go, what the fuck are they doing
in the bitchiest possible way as well. What are they doing with Team UK?
It's very high school. Which is another nice little psychological ploy.
What did you make of Dean Amasinga advising the rugby players to choke people in a scrum?
I thought it was fucking brilliant. Yeah, why not? But then
you can use it, like you can use just a little bit. Like they're not all the way.
Yeah, in a ruck, the ref can't see. Just fucking choking my conscience.
Absolutely serious he was.
Yeah, I quite like the idea that there'll be a headline of one of these players getting banned in a match because he choked someone unconscious in a rock.
I'm Dean Amasinga.
The evidence is there. Dean's going to get done for it. But hey, why not? Rugby seems a pretty violent sport, so why not? Fuck it.
Okay. The last little bit of action I got from this episode was Colin knob on leg. That was the next big thing to happen.
He drew a cock on his leg and actually got a laugh out of George Soteropoulos.
Wasn't it weird seeing George's face laughing? It looked
unnatural.
Yeah, it looked unnatural, wrong. Like, hold on. But I always thought that you can't have a human being who has a bad smile, but I think he's got that.
Yeah, it is just Mr. Potato Head. Someone just took the frown off and stuck the smile on for 30 seconds, and then went back to being Mr. Potato Head again. So but it finally got a laugh out of the guy before the end of the show. There's only one episode left next week, so before we get to that next episode, we had this week's fight to get through, and Xavier got knocked the fuck out, basically.
Yes.
That's the whole fight, really.
That was it. I wasn't even paying attention up until that point.
Not much happened before that, really.
I mean, I don't know, maybe someone can help us out again, but from what I saw, and we saw a few replays, I can't tell what connected.
What connected,
What the hell? It looked like a dive.
Because even on the replays, the angles they showed it from, you didn't
nothing
really
else.
see what connected. It looked like he clipped the top of his head, but he went down, man, and then Robert took advantage, didn't he? Just pounded on him. So the only thing to happen prior to that was Xavier taking a big swing, which missed. Rob got out of the way of it somehow. And then that was it. Then it was over after that. He got knocked out. And
so we're now seeing Rob versus Brad, which is going to be a great fight.
That'll be a great fight. Come on, Brad. Come on, Team UK.
I think Brad's going to do it.
Yep. And then next...
Final lightweight freak show versus...
Richie Vass. To
To
see who fights Norman in the final. So
Richie Surf Gang Vass.
Yeah.
Jury's still out on him. We can't tell if he's a knob or he's okay. I think he's okay.
I think he's a decent enough guy. Yeah. I think whoever these slanderous motherfuckers are on the internet.
Surf Gang haters.
Yeah. How dare you? But yeah, that's about it then, really.
Yeah, and then there was a lovely summary of the entire season, which I really enjoyed.
Oh right, okay.
Right at the end.
Right, yeah, of course, I forgot about that bit.
Yeah. But next week is
typically... Yeah, you've seen that yourselves if you've watched the show, so...
Fingers crossed, they didn't show really, but next week is normally the week the house gets smashed up. Because it's the end now.
Everyone's going to get drunk as fuck. Yeah, now we'll see. We'll see what's really going on. Drinking contest would be fucking amazing. Yeah. Aussie versus UK.
That'd be another great coach's challenge.
Tequila shots. Oh my god, can you imagine? Oh, that would be another one. There's another one, Dana.
Yeah.
Write it down.
We got charades and then drinking.
Maybe combine the two somehow.
Yeah. Hot dog eating. That's what Roy would have won at. Hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, he'd have killed that. Fucking hell. That will be our next episode, Ultimate Fighter 16.
Yep.
You can find us on Twitter at Rear Naked Chat, right here, Rear Naked Channel, Rear Naked Chat at gmail.com.
All of that at Gmail.
Yeah, and not this weekend, but the one after, it is Bendo versus Nate Diaz.
209!
Going to be fucking sick. Yeah, 209 in this bitch. And we will see you later.